Yo, welcome back to the channel, y'all. It's the second year anniversary from Ashes to Ashes. This is how I beat stage 6 of Vault of Elyndris. This is the squad I'm using. I'll go ahead and go through the gear towards the end. But yeah, a lot of defenders, just because the first time I beat this, I just needed some type of control and a lot of help just slowing down the enemies when I first tackled it. Obviously now that I fully understand and kind of upgrade my gear a little bit, we didn't need to do it, but this is how I technically beat it the first time. First thing I had to do was put Salus down, then put Eloin, and then Brokir. Brokir is just going to kind of slow him down. And then we're going to go ahead and just ult in a minute here. There we go. And then all with Brokir. Now, first thing I'm going to do is put King Hearts on the left. The reason why is because I have him A2, and I believe his A1 is if he does ult, he ends up putting a shield around everyone around him, which helps out Eloin, especially against the archers on the left. Then I use the Elyndris because when she ults, she puts a +1 block on everybody around her, so it'd be really helpful to kind of slow down the enemies. Beelzebub is going to be up, and then I ult with King Hearts because it also stuns them and slows down the enemy. And then Beelzebub is gonna bring everyone in. Then I put Anora. Anora was amazing on here, and I'm gonna continue using the wood elf, so I'm able to get some points back. And then we're gonna sit here and wait. We got about 13 seconds left. I'm gonna ult with Salus. Everyone's gonna revive. Nice thing is there's only 3 of them. I put Greed down just for a little bit. Ult with King Hearts. Broke here at the last second. Boom. Kind of help out. I'm gonna ult in a minute here with Assaulted because there's a lot coming. I think I waited until this was done. Yep, and then I took out Greed because I need to take out oh my gosh, I forgot his name on the right side. And then I'm gonna ult. I really forgot his name. We have one enemy left in the middle. We're just gonna slowly wait. Assault is gonna definitely take out the enemy. Then let me see, and then I get rid of, and I can't remember his name for the life of me right now. I put Greed back in, just because that right side's gonna be over. As soon as those 2 waves are done, that's it, which is nice. So then I can add support back to the middle. Salus is gonna all take care of the left side. Broke here is able to handle that, and then King Hearts is gonna add that shield. All the CC that's happening in the middle is going to be amazing, especially with the Nora doing her thing. Eloin's ult, I'm able to finally hear Assaulted, and then Assaulted's ult is able to add 1 block just in case. And then I auto cast towards the end because it's just me needing to destroy everything in the middle. And Greed, especially with Greed, the cool thing about him is that because I have him A5, he gets both skills, I guess that's the right term. He gets the vulnerability, he throws the vulnerability on them, so lowers their attack base or their defense basically, and it helps out Nora a lot to be able to get through all that. And then we're gonna go through the gear. So this is, so just to kind of show y'all, we did use her as a, I can't think of the term, but as a commander. Nora, this is kind of the stats I used for her. The stats are great. I mean, they could definitely be a lot better, but they're definitely solid. I did put, I believe, my best gear on her, Tier Twilight, fully maxed. Skills isn't fully maxed, but it's maxed out of the general area that I need her in. Gear for him, pretty solid stats. The most important thing I would do, if you can't do great attacking like stats for him, and he is A1 and barely touched his artifact. But if you want to be able to tackle it with him, all you really need to do is speed. To be honest, speed is very important for him and greed. But with her, Elowen, she is A3, solid gear. You can definitely pause in between videos if you want to see the stats. With him, he was just in a random set. The only thing I focused on was speed. And then Nightmare Samsara, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I love that artifact on him. It's one of my favorites with him. King Hearts, I believe, yeah, morale set, gave extra damage to everybody, which was very helpful. Not really stat up, but at least he's A1. The Bastion Ring, that's the artifact that's called. Yeah, Bastion Rings on all three of them, just in case, is my best defensive gear I have generally. Unshaken Will is really nice. I just started finally getting some solid gear off of that, so hopefully I can improve on that. And then the Guardian set is really good, and then the Bastion Ring. And then let's see. And then his stats was really good too. Nocturne, oh my gosh, that's his name. Yeah, solid stats on him too. Tier Twilight, and then Silas. I do know that sometimes people, they'll go ahead and use they'll use the other faction. I can't think of it at the moment. It's early in the morning, but yeah, before work. But yeah, sometimes people do end up going that route. I honestly forgot his name. But yes, some people did go that route to extend Salus's range. They could use a Rockna, or I forget his name, but you know, people did do that. But I ended up using the Northern faction just because Nocturne is amazing, especially pure true damage, and be able to have the 3 defenders just in case, just because I was struggling a lot trying to just hold them down. I just got Beelzebub not that long ago, which was awesome. If I didn't have him, Greed, I would use a lot more, and I think you could still pull it off for Greed, especially if you have defenders kind of doing their thing right down the middle and blocking them. This ended up working out for me. Personally, I just had to block them. It's just I needed that extra time. The gear wasn't too great. Anora's is pretty good, but obviously we could always do better. So being able to have everybody slow down the enemies down the middle, just so Anora could take her time and be able to get her ult up, and for me to have the ult ready for the next wave, was very helpful. But there's other ways of doing it. This is how I personally tackled it. Hopefully this did help. If you need any guidance or need any help, you know, put in the comment section. But yeah, hopefully this did help you. It took me a hot minute to beat this one. I had a tougher time beating this one than stage 7. And I know a lot of people did. So I just kind of want to put it out kind of how I did it. Obviously you need, you know, some solid champions, but you could definitely replace some of these. I mean, Salus, he's just really good, and if you do end up having a defender, you might be able to not, you know, you don't have to use Salus if you're able to have a defender and have a lot of healing happening at the same time, and you could slowly take care of that left side if you want. The middle, Greed is going to be huge. Beelzebub definitely made my life easier, but you could probably replace him with Mari. Anora is amazing, but I try to use Boreas and a few other mages. I definitely try to use them. It ended up kind of working out, but it was a lot easier with the Nora, especially with the faction boost that you get. So that's the reason why I went with her. but you can definitely try to mix it up and do something else if you want. If you want to switch it up and have some fighters instead down the middle and go Nightmare, you could definitely do that. It's just for me, I try to use fighters down the middle, but I didn't have good enough gear to keep them alive, and I had to have a healer, and Diao Chan had to get involved, and it became a little too much in the sense of I needed one thing for, if I needed one champion, I needed another champion to support him. With this one having both defenders down the middle, I didn't have to worry about their health as much, especially too. She's able to help Elwyn, and on top of it, the Wood Elf. So kind of pick your poison on how you want to tackle it. I know there's multiple ways of how people tackled it. This is how I did it. But yeah, if you need any help, please let me know. Appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace.